holding on is Garvey. And here comes China. This is Xu. This is Tang Mingling, and Olsen Thorn gets hold of her and gets immediately onto the ball. This is Xu Xiaoming. Maggie Poon tries to get her down. Zhao. Size advantage to China here. This is Sun Ting Ting, number 7. Kong's defense is going to have to man up, as they say. This is Sun Ting Ting again. Hong Kong going and around the ankles. And it's a one-on-one here. It's Jiang up against Garvey, and Garvey's got her and rides her to the ground. Sheng and Chosfolder there as Zhao Ying goes in. She'll be hungry for tries. She knows the way. This is a big opening passage. Jiang decides to head for the post. She goes inside Olsen Thorn's shoulder, and a miscommunication maybe. Big opening passage, but China it is that opens the scoring.
Well, Olsen Thorn isolated there and dropped onto her heels. As soon as she dumped her heels, Chinese player knew she could move pretty freely after that. China sustained effort, come away with a 7-0 lead. They haven't made... Let's take a look at this again. Just saw Natasha Olsen Thorn overcommitting.
So 7-0 after 2 minutes, and a torrid opening passage there. Hong Kong having to make probably 24 tackles maybe. It's a good restart. That's right on the money from China. And they get the ball back straight away. This edition of China are looking good. The chip through this trying from you, and that's good vision, mixing it up. Nam Ka-man is after her, and she forces the error.
Well, he's down in the pocket, I would think.
But she's done it illegally. As the Tigers skipper took one for the team there. Now 2 minutes without her. As Olsen Thorn tries to hold up, shoot you.
Well, it proved hard to keep out here, China.
Here they go. It's Zhao looking for her 8th, but she's denied. Christy Cheng strips her of the ball, and Natasha Olsen Thorn comes away. Liu brings her down, and straight in there goes Colleen Chosfold. Christy Cheng now looks to straighten up. Here's Aggie Poon. She needs a little bit of space. Goes down on the 22. Garvey's there. She's on her own. Poon's going to have to go in and help. She's too slow, though, and it's been pilfered again. Stripped out by China. Can they hold on for 2 minutes, Hong Kong? And it finally comes to an end over there.
Well, off the hook there, Hong Kong. They've managed to do well to get themselves out of that. It was not looking good at all. But it's stripped on the try line. They managed to get some metres between China and their own scoring line. Hong Kong, well, they've got the set piece. And under a yellow card situation, this is about as good as it can get.
They've survived a minute. Less than a minute to go with Nam Ka-man on the naughty chair. And they'll need to keep China out here to stay in reach, stay in touch. Chinese backs are very deep and wide. There's a good 12-15 metres between first receiver and second receiver. That's Zhao Ying with the ball in her hand. 7 tries for her. Cindy Yuan matching up against her. And that's gone down early, and Zhao's eyeing up the post for try number 8. They're desperate now. This could be their last play with a numeric advantage. Here comes Xu. Xu straightens up, gets nailed by Cindy Yuan. Here goes Chosfold now. Tang barrels her around the hips. Coming in from the side was Adrian Garvey protecting her mate. And China sensing it's now or never to take those extra points. Hong Kong have to hustle. Olsen Thorn, huge work rate. Good leg drive from Yu Yang. There's the numbers here if they can work it wide. Aggie Poon's marked up against 2. She needs her captain, Christy Cheng, to mark inside, but it's too big, too strong as Yu Xiaoming. They eventually crumble and crack, and try number 2 to China.
Well, Chinese pressure is relentless. We're hard enough to cover with 7 players, let alone just the 6, and it's just hands here. And Aggie Poon, I'm sure she's made better efforts than that in the past. Won't really want to be seeing that on the video analysis. Won't need to.
The kick is a curious old kick. It went nice and high, but just wide. So 12-0. Nam Kar-man is back on the field. So Hong Kong back to 7, but less than a minute to post something of their own before half-time. You sense they're going to need to do. They haven't been out of their own half yet. Skipper Cheng sizes them up, takes it forward as she always does, gets to her feet. That's classic Christy Cheng. China will be with a 5 half.
Well, Hong Kong really need to dig deep. China might just be wise to see if they can squeeze another try out of this half.
Cindy Yuan trying to get in there and cause some trouble, but she can't do so. And now they come forth, surging forward again through Xu. She slips the tackle, spins out of one, another. Chosfal's been walloped in the face. She goes down, clutching her face, and now it's China on full attack. Sun Ting Ting, a couple of players all over her, and Olsen Thorn's there to pick up the scraps, but it could still be a try. Liu is there. She leans over and knocks it on, and another rescue there, but China ending the half strong. 12-0. Hong Kong with a small mountain to climb to stay in the cup.
Well, you can just see how close this is. Look at that.
Cindy Yuan it was, number 10, that just got a stray hand in there and fiddled with it. It's all China though, isn't it, Jed?
China have dealt Hong Kong some serious body blows in that half. Got the yellow card out of them, put a ton of pressure on them. Fired in a couple of tries, nearly a third late in the half. The Hong Kong side, the home team, they will have to come off the ropes in the second half and let it rip.
Anna Richards in there talking to the troops, and Ben Gollings might be gone from China Women's Sevens, but here's Ma Feng coaching there. The spirit of Ben Gollings is alive. The hard work he's been doing for the last few seasons, still you can see the evidence of it.
Ben Gollings is probably watching the back of his eyelids in business class somewhere. Tripping the light, fantastic. That's what you do when you're an icon of the Sevens game. Once you retire, just simply maintain a clockwise direction. Coaching teams globally. He's a sought-after talent as a coach. He's done some terrific work with the Chinese team over the last couple of years.
That's right. You always felt a little bit frustrated though that he couldn't get the consistency, and already in this tournament we've seen more consistency from China than we saw in the whole series last year. Hong Kong, this is a repeat of the cup final in Qingdao Sevens last year, where Hong Kong went on to beat China to take their first ever cup. And China lost in the other final in Sri Lanka to Japan. All three teams ended on 14 points that series, but Japan took it out on points difference. It's only a two-tournament series. Now Hong Kong come. They'll need to show some urgency. Just 7 minutes to stay in the cup. Otherwise, they'll be going on.
Well, we'll see where the strength and conditioning is at on these full-time athletes from Hong Kong now. They've been in the pattern at the Sports Institute high performance program for a better part of 2 years now.
Here goes Olsen Thorne. Can she put one on the board for Hong Kong? Yes, she's going to go. That's beautiful from Natasha Olsen Thorne. First phase play, eyes them up, takes the outside shoulder. Boom, 5 easy points.
Well, they point to a threat in the Hong Kong side. I think everybody in Asia knows Natasha Olsen Thorne's name.
Poon with the extras, 7 valuable points early in the second half. Fighting for survival, Hong Kong.
Exactly when and where the Hong Kong side needed to hit back. Olsen Thorne, genuine explosiveness. She's got power.
What a competitor she is. I think I can hear her mother screaming in the stands next to us. Aggie Poon gets those green boots in action, and China leave it, and Garvey wasn't expecting that. Clutched at it at the last moment, knocked it on. So scrum China. Has some subs to be rolled here. Hong Kong only making one change at half-time by the looks. That's Olsen Thorne's mother, I think, that you can hear getting vociferously behind her daughter and her teammates. Here come China from 80 meters out. They can score from anywhere. Got to be on high alert, your defense all over the park. They've got threats right across. And they desperately need to get their hands on that ball. Some tasty footwork from Lilian Zhao as they just muscle it up the hard way. Olsen Thorne might be offside there, but she's very quick out of the blocks. China behind the gain line, but there's a sense of urgency from China as well. Look at the fend and the run from Jiang. This huge athlete. Lilian Zhao now makes her way to the post, but gets nailed by Shan Wai Sam. Still it's China. They have blazed their way down the field, but Adrian Garvey is over the top.
Super work, Hong Kong.
Shan Wai Sam goes in to get it. Poon's out there. If she can get a couple of millimeters, she could be away. And that is great defense after China go 90 meters. Here comes Olsen Thorne now. She's taken a quick one. She's got one to beat. She gets pulled in right on the halfway. Gao Man is there, and fortunately for Hong Kong, she was. Oh no! Again, fortunate that the Chinese were not back 10. They're going to be carded. Oh, that's a critical decision from the ref. Twice in a row, I guess he had to do it. Tasha Olsen Thorne with her asthma now. She needs a puff on the inhaler.
Goodness me, action aplenty. China driving it strongly in from a long way out. Hong Kong defending bitterly on the line, and the exhaustion levels are starting to get up there. Tasha Olsen Thorne, exercise-induced asthma.
Anna Richards taken the opportunity to roll a few subs. Candy Cheng is on in 9. Looks like Natasha Olsen-Thorn has been cruelly ruled out for the rest of this game for asthma. And this is Cindy Yuen. They'll need Aggie Poon to do something, you feel. And 5, Ivy Kwong is on with the headband around her head. Got herself a cut yesterday, and oh, she's been stripped of the ball. Back off the left foot goes Jiang. Look at this big athlete go. She pins her ears back, opens the legs. She's too fast, and no one's going to catch her. And they can do that from 60 metres, Kim China, and that might just be the one that seals it for China.
Well, there's bodies heading all over the place. There just doesn't seem to be enough oxygen on the planet at the moment for these ladies. And look at the determination on this face. Absolutely, positively must get there. It does. Try for China at an important time during the match. And hurting. Fair to say, these teams, Hong Kong and China, they are willing to bury themselves in a rivalry.
What a conversion from you. She's nailed that from a long way out.
Wasn't it? Unbelievable.
Brilliant. So, a 12-point difference. Hong Kong need to score twice with 2 minutes left. Natasha Olsen-Thorn is off, their only try scorer. And it looks like Aggie Poon has also left the field, so the strike players are gone. You're going to have to do this the hard way. It's a well-measured kick from China, knocked on by Melody Lee, who's on the field. And now China will look to put this beyond doubt. With a minute and a half through, that's Ivy Kwong going down on the ball. Chosfold, Shan Wai Sam, giving away about 20 kilos probably to Liu Yang there, but does well to spin out of it and get to ground. Chosfold to Chong. And that was a bit high. China are back to 7 players here. Chong Ka-Yan surges forward. Chosfold puts her head down and gets the ball and takes 2 valuable meters. And China flop over the top of that. Will they be penalised? No. Chong Ka-Yan again gets up and goes. Can they work this space on the left-hand flank? Shan Wai Sam sitting down, playing the ball off the ground, and eventually a knock on by China.
Just Hong Kong, just such incredible fight in the team. China maybe a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, but Hong Kong side just keep on coming at them.
Time up on the clock, and Chosfold takes it forward. The game is gone now. It's slipped away from Hong Kong. They'll be playing Thailand in the semi-final, 3rd and 4th playoff, and China, conceding their first try of the tournament, are victorious, 19 points to 7. They'll go through to play Japan, and that promises to be a real ding-dong of a match in the cup final a little later today. China 19, Hong Kong 7.